Eric R. Biddle was born on February 28, 1950, in Vancouver, Canada. As a young man near Montreal, he was very good at sports, but had to work hard at studies. After high school, his parents encouraged him to distance himself from the bad influence of one friend. So he accepted the offer of UBC in Vancouver and enrolled at age 17. After a year, he returned east to study at Queen's in Kingston, Ontario. During his 4 years at Queen's, he lived with his family for economic reasons. His summer jobs paid for tuition. After 7 years working in the textile field for DuPont, he resigned and moved to British Columbia. There, he worked as a teacher. Seeking a better life, he moved to Zimbabwe for some time. The poor conditions and bleak future of Africa decided him to return to Canada. This is the time when he got involved in intelligence work. After being wrongly imprisoned for 8.5 years, he fled Canada first to Spain and then to Finland, a true democracy. Teaching gave him an income in both countries. Now he enjoys writing. That's why today we'll talk about his published book entitled Operation Ransac: Conspiracy, a non-fiction story that, believe me, it will surprise you. So let's welcome Eric, who's now connected with us. Hi, Eric, and welcome to Conoscere TV.
Thank you very much, Ginevra.
So tell us, what is Operation Ransac about? What is this story about?
Well, primarily, it's an account of what happened to me, a horrendous ordeal in Canada when the government turned on me. And I can explain the first part. Operation Ransac is the intelligence operation of investigating the African National Congress, and conspiracy refers to the operation of the Canadian government and police to keep me wrongly imprisoned.
So this is a very, very harsh story. Above all, if we think that it is a true story. When did you feel this need to write and publish the book? Why?
There was no media coverage of what happened to me in Canada, so I thought the best way to do it would be to write a book. And that's what I did about 1.5 years ago, or 2 years.
What was the most difficult part to write during you were completing the book?
It was difficult for me emotionally to remember being tortured and wrongly imprisoned.
And why is it important for everybody to know this story? What would you like to transmit as a final message?
I want people to understand that Canada is almost total hypocrisy. It thinks it has the monopoly on human rights and justice, and it doesn't. It only tells people that. And I want them to know what happened to me.
Can we know something about what they were trying to do to you while you were imprisoned?
Well, there were attempts on my life not by other inmates, but orchestrated by the police 3 times.
Are you working right now on a new literary project, or do you think that your literary career was just to give birth to this book?
Well, I'm debating between 2 topics. One with a title called The Purloined, or not Purloined, it's about a judge in Canada who was deceived into making the wrong decision. And Also, I have an idea of writing about an old friend of mine from Italy, Maurizio Porcari, who was in Canada some years hiding from the Red Brigades.
That's very interesting, Eric. Thank you. Thank you for your time. Thank you for sharing some harsh details and affirmation, and we're glad to read your story.
Thank you very much.
Operation Ransac Conspiracy is the true account of what happened to Eric R. Biddle, the same author of this book, at the hands of the Toronto police starting in late October 1986. The book retraces the horrendous conditions he was exposed to in a year and a half of wrongous custody before sentencing. Also covered are the attempts on his life orchestrated by the police during the 8 years and a half of custody. The book is now available in bookstores and digital platforms. It's a publication by Eurobox.